I am one of those people who lectures people on what to do. Apparently, I'm Philip Webb. I'm a literacy consultant with Education Bradford. I used to say I'm a member of the literacy team. Now I am the literacy team, so read between the lines there. And at the end of December last year, I turned up for a one-to-one redundancy consultation meeting, where I would be told whether I got a job or not. That was cancelled, I found out when I got there, but I left with an iPad. This is what we call an emotional roller coaster. It was a better day than I thought. The iPad, I must stop cuddling it, I've had it 6 months now. The iPad is part of a project we're running with schools in Bradford called Literacy in Touch. And it's called Literacy in Touch because it involves iPod touches and iPads. And we have equipped 4 of our schools, we've invested a lot of money, we've equipped 4 of our schools with a Mac, 10 iPod touches, 10 iPads. And my consultant friend, James Langley, when I can get him to stop talking about geocaching, which is rare, has set up each school with this syncing solution. So that took a while to get the technology in place. Those are the aims of the project. We targeted children at level 3, not a specific year group. It's in our experience in primary schools, it's the most common level. Many teachers have children who are at level 3, so we targeted level 3. Sexy as the iPod touches and the tech is, this is about reading. And as a literacy consultant, I found lots of our teachers are working really hard on reading, but as one said to me, we're not getting anywhere, and we can't work any harder. And that's because a lot of them are trying to do too much. If we look at the level 3 reading test at the end of year 2, those are the assessment focuses that teachers need to be working on, because that's what is going to make the difference. AF2, AF3, and very little else. So we focused the reading element of this on AF3. That's reading between the lines. Many of the children we're working with are in this quadrant of the simple view of reading there. That is, they're brilliant at reading the words, they have poor comprehension skills. The mums and dads think they're brilliant readers. The teachers don't, because in many cases, they really haven't got much of a clue what's going on in the text. So these are the children we're targeting. I saw this with a teacher in a school in Bradford, and rather than talking AF2 and AF3 to children, they talk about digestives. They're boring, they're plain. That's assessment focus 2. It tells you the answers. That's the sticky bit more. It's the bit in the middle, that's hard. So we talk to children about dodgers or digestives. Dodgers plain, it tells you the answers. Digestives plain, it tells you the answers. Dodgers, the sticky bit. That's where the thinking comes in. To support the teachers with the reading, we use these reading plans, the colour-coded reading plans, looking at AF2 and AF3, in particular for these children at level 3, because those are adaptable for any text that teachers are working with, because there's a workload implication here. So if they're using those plans and targeting the right questions, the children will make progress, we hope. We've put together an electronic teacher's guide to go on the iPads, made that in Keynote for the iPad. So all of the reading knowledge underpinning that is in there. And we have a nice reading journal, also done in Keynote on the iPad, because my vision was to keep as much of it together electronically for the motivation side for children. Some of the apps we've used, the electronic books, the Gingery Boy from Shoefly, which is a version of the Gingerbread Man with a twist in the tail. A little bit darker, I just enjoy that picture. Fantastic illustrations in this one. And being an ebook, there's also fantastic music and sound effects to go with it. This is a Year 6 text. This is targeted at older children because there's a serious bullying issue there. To try and keep it all together on the iPad, I put together those questions on a primary wall for the children, and there's a mixture there of the digestive questions and the dodger questions there. Another excellent text, which is actually a lot better than it looks there because it's actually well written, is that Rapunzel, which is a 3D interactive pop-up book. And that's really, really good quality text, and the teachers working with these children have got fantastic stuff out of them. That's what we've done so far. We haven't mentioned real books yet, but that's part of the motivation for these children. These are children who are hard to reach, children with little experience of reading at home. With the electronic reading journal, we're hoping they're going to read real books, paper books, if you like. But the next steps, I'm working next week now, SATs are over, and we're going to work with iMovie. And my little friend there is from a book by Oliver Jeffers called Lost and Found. Fantastic book for younger children, and this is my idea of working at home. Obviously I have to provide a model text for those children, so the story is about the penguin arriving at a little boy's door. So I'm making a model film to show the children next week, and what I've learned from it is get a new letterbox to it. That one is just looking a bit lived in now. So we're making the film. The children will make either a book review programme, a trailer for the book, or something like that, anything to engage them with reading. That's my name on Twitter. We have a blog, that's my blog on this, and I'm trying to pull together all the work. More of the teachers are doing that, so if you would like to have a look at that, increase the hit counter, make me feel really happy. Thank you.